Why April 23rd? This date is chosen because it is the anniversary of the death of William Shakespeare and prominent Spanish chronicler Inca Garcilaso de la Vega. Hey, I'm Pebble, poet, writer, and bookworm. Remember that this year's theme is You Are a Reader, so remember that you are a reader too. Today I'll read you some of my favorite poems from a poetry collection I received. Today's outfit is inspired by poet, writer, activist, and educator Nikki Giovanni, one of my favorite poets. So I present to you If Ever We Were by Hattress Barbour III. There is a subtle romance entrenched in pained eyes that, while bare and inconspicuous, is astoundingly magnetic. Just look around you. There is love everywhere. Weeping willows. My next favorite in this collection, I think all of them is my favorite pretty much because I love the stories that Hattress told. This one's called Why We Talk, How We Talk. It be that black boy slang like jazz to happy feet, that tap, 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 those rhythms, dreaming, wishing, praying. See, everything is rhythm. It be that bop and sway of thought, that bounce, you know, that funk that oceans couldn't wash out, that cost of a heavy tongue that be that anchor, the deep connection to dialect and deity, the closest thing to God they will ever hear. We didn't ask for this burden, see, like broken promises, like limitations in the eyes of the Lord. You can't compare. You can't compare that black boy slang. The clicking tongues and sucked teeth and stretched vowels and stifled consonants vibrating off of golden grills, those golden years seeping out of mouths. I told you this body is saxophone, clarinet, puff cheeks of horn blowers, exacerbated wind, and ruminating tall tunes, all that jazz. Next one on page 35. Oh, how I miss the time when getting lost in mirrors didn't lead to depression, where I reserved my kisses for chocolate skin I fit into like fingers to fists. Sunday morning rituals of, just give me a little bit, inching out of cocoon covers, to gospel and gossip, served with the hopes of redemption. My only worry was, if my Jordans were clean enough, my mother prayed to keep me covered. I covered my notebooks with funky paper that would later rip at the spine. See, sometimes nostalgia isn't small enough to fit within lines, and much too large to see the same thing every single time. This is a real short one, but it gets you. Sometimes I love like raindrops on scorching days. Sometimes I love like weeping, cleansing, and holy. Other times I don't. Other times I forget to find love in my reflection and shy away from mirrors. I'm gonna let y'all have that one more time. Sometimes I love like raindrops on scorching days. Sometimes I love like weeping, cleansing, and hope. Other times I don't. Other times I forget to find love in my reflection and I shy away from you. Okay, so the last three I got from you is from the whole section because he split this collection in 3 parts. So it's actually the first poem in the whole. Go ahead and break into as many pieces as you want and spend as long as you need putting yourself back together. Go ahead and whirlwind. and flood and pour till the devastation becomes peaceful. Until it becomes peaceful. And if it doesn't, then hurricane. Go ahead and disappear. And mirror the nothing inside with glassy eyes and fade into the darkest spots of your mind. It's yours. You are allowed to not be okay. You are allowed to take time. You are allowed to be cute. Alright, so this one's called For the Boy Who Thanked Me for Opportunity. He doesn't know that I too have been granted favor in a world that calls me undeserving, as if it was my mama's first choice of name. That my nose ring, melanin, and coiled hair scream while I am silent in this office space. That I am perceived savage before I can eloquently combat that we are fighting the same fight. That sometimes hope is a father that leaves and comes back continually, leaves and comes back continually, leaves and comes back continually, with no explanation at all. He just knows he has an interview tomorrow, that I believe in him, and he still has no idea why. This is a sweet one now that I see the cuteness of little Hattress Barbour before on the internet. I will make sure to tell my son of my own mortality. I will say that superheroes are human too, and all of us will pass on one day. I will prepare him tirelessly with every breath and lesson that I so desperately wished my father never forgot to utter. I will be strong for him. He will be prepared. And on that fateful day, when blood refuses to move, I will let him know that men can cry also when they are sad. All the things I learned on my own. Now, don't act like you can't go to a cafe and enjoy yourself with a little snack and something to drink. I'm gonna have me a little bit of my latte. Don't act like you can't enjoy yourself in any space. Cafes are great places. They be noisy because I'm filming, but they are just the right amount of human touch to sound when you just need a place to just outside of your usual environment, whether that's home or your office or school or daycare or wherever that is. And poetry is one form of literature that you can enjoy and enjoy freely. There are generations upon generations, and Hattress happens to be part of the new generation. And, you know, like Nikki Giovanni, who inspired today, is another generation and a great mind that had conversation with the minds of James Baldwin and Angela Davis and Toni Morrison, and the list goes on. You are a reader. You deserve to delve into reading. And I think one way to celebrate World Book Day is to host a book club or dinner, a book club dinner. Share what you're reading and gather other bookworms to talk, to read, to eat with you. And you know what? You are a reader. Start at whatever reading level suits you and allow yourself to grow. Share in the storylines and the poems and the stories and feel at home. Grab you a snack and a drink, okay? I've been your girl Pebbles, inspired by Nikki Giovanni today. Have y'all a wonderful World Book Day and Copyright Day 2022.